see if you can see everything in here. Just adjusting. Okay. So I'm just trying to pull up my shot here. Okay, I think we are live. Let's see if I can hear myself, just because I usually have issues with the audio. Hello, hello? Hello? There we go. I can hear myself. Okay. Okay, so we were live just a couple hours ago working on this line art. This is gonna be a short stream in the morning, and then we'll go again live later tonight. I was working on cleaning up this drawing last night, just cleaning up the line art here, erasing any lines that don't need to be there. Only thing is, for this particular part of the drawing of the plushie here for Himmel, we will have to duplicate his lines because I mean, I guess I don't have to actually. I just think it's easier to keep everything in its own layer, so delete that. Hi, anybody who is tuning into the live stream. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, here it is. The full line art for him. Wherever it is. I don't need to keep any of those layers. Let's see. So again, we were live just a couple hours ago. Kairos, hello, yay, more Frieren and Himmel. Yes, we're still working on it. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today in the morning for this morning live stream. I'm just going to be filling in the flat colors. Maybe I'll start just a little bit of shading and shadowing, or I'll probably be blocking in where the shadows are going to be. And that way it'll make it easier for me to finish up the coloring process later tonight when we go live again. Just want to get a little head start to my workday, just because I work slow, as you may know. So I'm just trying to get ahead of myself so we're not behind again, which I usually am. Bella, you're back. Yes, we took a little break there, and now we're back. We had some sleep. I had some breakfast, a late breakfast, and I woke up a little bit later than I usually do, but that's because I think I was up around like 3 or 4 in the morning. So we got a couple hours of sleep, and now we're back, and we're here to keep working on this piece because I really want to work on another project soon. So I'm trying my best to finish it as quickly as I can. I wanted to keep the lines separate for this piece. So I'm just gonna go in and erase. I'm going to hide that layer. Welcome back in. Let's see here. So Bella, forgive me, I forgot to look at your channel again. I was pretty exhausted late at night, so now that I'm fully rejuvenated, I'll take a look at it after today's stream. So please forgive me. Did you see my drawings? Or yeah. It's funny you said that as soon as I read your mind. I knew you were gonna ask about it, so I'm sorry. I will definitely check it out after this stream for sure, 100%. As soon as I got off the live last night, I was like, I'm tired, so all I did was pretty much brush my teeth, and then I just knocked out in bed. So but don't worry, I'll be checking it out. We will be checking them out today. So let's see. Sorry, I have a lot of my dog sheds, so so I have a couple on my gloves. But did you just draw that? Did you draw that, or did you guys fake it? Because that's awesome. Thank you, Princess Piper. I did draw it. Yes, this is my drawing. We've been working quite a while on it too, more than I would like to admit. But yes, we worked on it, we drew it, and yeah, we are currently just cleaning it up so I can start doing the flat colors. Been working on my digital art recently too. It's going so, and since you want it to be perfect, yep, that's how it goes for us perfectionists. It's unavoidable. You can't escape it, you know. At this point, you might as well just check now so you don't forget. I would. It's just all my monitors are pretty occupied. I got chat up on one. I got my phone recording the stream. My iPad here. I'm working. But I promise I'll check it out. Let's see here. Trying to figure out what else I need to erase. Well, let's see. I'm gonna hide her body layer for a second so it's easier for me to see the clothes, because I just realized I have to keep separate layers. I find it interesting how you guys can retract your messages. Don't worry, I didn't mind. I didn't have time to read it. But what are you working on, Kairos? What piece are you working on? The feet can be erased too, which I already did this whole process. I just completely forgot what layers I had erased. Alright, I think I erased most of the lines here. Extra lines that don't need to be there. Okay, so that is, well, that has to be there because, oh, that's right, I was gonna draw his pants. I was gonna put his pants in here and I completely forgot about it. So it looks like for his pants, I'm just assuming he's got like a fabric, like some stitching down here. Hold on, let's see. I actually need to see again where that line was. Okay, so that, I'm thinking he's gonna have, just making sure I'm on the right layer here. You're making a piece of you and your boyfriend just in a cartoonish style. Very cute. Is it like anime style or is it more of like a Western kind of style cartoonish look? So I'm gonna go in. I think it'd look cool to have, let me try to see where the bottom of his, I can't see. I can't see where the bottom of his clothes is. Let me, okay. A lot of thinking here has to go on sometimes. Okay. More Western style. You're fine with both boy and girl pronouns. Good to know. I always I was thinking of opening a Discord, by the way, like a Discord server for whoever wants to join, so we can share like projects that we're working on, because we got a lot of viewers in here that are working on like school projects, art projects, cosplay outfits, and props. And I think it'd be kind of cool to have a Discord server where we share like pictures of it for anybody who does want to share, or who wants to also share their art, for example, like Bella. If you want to share your art with the Discord and everybody else in the server. I can't say there will be many people joined in there, because, you know, I'm still very new to streaming and not a lot of people know that I stream. But yeah, I've been kind of pitching the idea of starting a Discord server to anybody who wants to join and share. We'll have like what is it called when you have like different chats or whatever? Like there's one for like me sending you notifications when I'm live. There's one where like we can chat. I don't know what the word is. You have plenty of cosplays to share. I'm currently working on one that's taken a while. See, exactly. And that's why I was thinking like maybe a Discord group or server would be good to have, because I'm always curious. And I like to see what you guys are working on. I always want to see stuff. And that's why I've been like telling everybody like just message me. If you message me, you can send me pictures after I accept your request, usually on like TikTok. But yeah, I think it'd be a great way to, for all of us who want to stay connected, can stay connected. And that way I could also send out notifications through there as well, if you ever want to know when I'm live. Let's see. This line looks like it should be pushed a little bit more. I know I said I was going to get to flat coloring right now, but I noticed that there were a couple of things I needed to render on his plushie here. I forgot to add in like a line for his clothes. You love me, I love you too, Clash. Rimu, where's that cosplay girl when I met in the first live I was in with you and her? She is probably sleeping. I'm just kidding, no. No, I just remember she lives in the US, so that's definitely not the excuse here. I don't know, she must be working on her cosplay. She seems to always be working on her cosplay, so maybe that's what she's doing. She was supposed to go to a con this weekend. Sister, why are you awake so late? Phantom, do you know what time it is for me? I'm in the United States, so it is currently actually, it's about to be just the beginning of the afternoon, or actually no, that was an hour ago. It's now 1 p.m. 1 in the afternoon, so we're chilling. But yes, it does appear like I never sleep. It does seem like I never sleep, that's for sure. So I just wanted to make sure that we had 2 separate layers for, I'm gonna erase this now because I don't need that. I just wanted to make sure I had 2 separate layers for these drawings, because there's this line art for the stitches. It's gonna be a different color line art. So I just wanted to make sure I had it on 2 separate layers, just so it'd be easier for me to color drop in the different color here. So, oh, you're studying, today's your exam? Nice. What kind of exam do you have coming up? Would you say you're ready for it? Okay, what's going on here? Why is this not? I might have deleted the wrong layer. Interesting. Oh, I did. Okay, now I gotta do this again. His clothes has to be. Yeah, his clothes has to be erased again. Great. That's just fun for me. Adding more work for myself, as always. 10th board exam. Hi, Quick Beat Rhythms. How are you? Panel Pencil. Hi. Welcome in, all new chatters. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. Let's just hope we will color in this beautiful, amazing, cute chibi girl. Yes, we'll get there. I'm gonna do the flat colors. It shouldn't be too difficult. Flat coloring is pretty fun. It's just that this plushie, this cute little plushie, out of this entire whole drawing, this one little small portion of the drawing has been giving me the most grief. It's just been, he's a beast. He's a little beast, that's for sure. Let's see. So I'm gonna start erasing. I definitely don't need. Hold on. I have my duplicate layer on. Okay. So we're gonna go back in and start. Wait a minute. What's happening here? I'm very confused. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not confused. See, that's the issue with digital art. There's a lot of overlapping of layers and it's hard for me to see things. So, let's see. We can actually combine these 2 layers. Yes, I'm gonna duplicate that, combine into this one. And in case I make any mistakes, I am duplicating the layer yet again. sorry, it's the way that I work is very confusing. It's not easy to follow, so I apologize. Okay, let's go ahead and start erasing his clothes again, because it's not going to be shown, because Frieren's hands are wrapped over him, so it's not going to be visible, unfortunately. But I'm glad I still have it fully rendered for situations like this, where I have to go back in, and if I accidentally erase a line, I could easily redraw it, but I don't want to. It's so cute. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you, thank you. And I'm glad you are tuning into the stream. Please let me know if you've been subscribed already for some time, and maybe you saw it on like your homepage here on YouTube, or if you happen to be stumbling across my channel just now. I am very curious to see if any subscribers are seeing the notifications for the streams, or if they're just seeing it on their homepage when they open it. I'm just trying to get a general feel for how my content is being pushed out on the algorithm. I'm just curious if you're okay with answering the question. If not, that's cool. You know how to answer. You don't gotta answer my questions if you don't want. Let's see here. You saw the notification and clicked immediately. Good. I'm glad, Cairo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad. But yeah, so we're trying to go live more often. I just started streaming, so again, I'm not too familiar with all the ins and outs of live streaming, but we're learning as we go, as we work on some cute art. And yeah, so I got some plans in mind for the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams from now on. I'm going to try to do it every day now that I have a lot of time on my hands, which I won't always have this much time. So I'm trying to make use of it while I have it, and while I have you guys here. So yeah, those are plans for the channel. Right now, being live every day. I'm going to try to start posting more long form content. Maybe I might record some time lapses here and there, upload it onto the channel. I'd really appreciate it if you check it out. If we can see your drawings, because we didn't have time last stream. And is your dog sleeping, or is she just roaming around the house? She is in her bed over there in the corner. Maybe one day I'll post a picture and post it onto the community board here on the channel. Or if you want to follow my Instagram account, sometimes I post pictures of her. I just started posting pictures of her, actually. It might still be up there, who knows. But yeah, if you ever want to get connected with me and see a little bit more of my daily life, sometimes I post onto my Instagram stories. And then one more thing I wanted to mention really quick before I lose my train of thought on it is I just uploaded a new video onto the channel. Long form video. It's just 10 minutes. It just shows my kanji drawing process with traditional art. If you could please go check it out and just give it a watch and a like and a comment. I'd really appreciate it if you happen to have time. If not, that's totally cool too. But I would really appreciate it. It does help me out a lot, and it helps my channel a lot, since I'm really trying to push YouTube and trying to make a community here, stronger community, build a stronger community at least. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And yes, sorry, Bella, I did read your comment and I forgot to respond about the drawings. We could show maybe some digital after I fill in the flat colors here, if I have some time, if I manage to get the flat colors done quickly enough. I forgot to erase a line in here. And then I can show you both traditional and digital. I did show some on the stream. I think it might have just been TikTok stream. Or it might be, if you're curious to go back in. I don't blame anybody who doesn't. You don't have Instagram, no worries. No worries. You'll see her here and there. She might wake up from her bed in a bit. And she might roam around over here. You know how she likes to do that. So. But right now, as of right now, she's sleeping. You have no more questions. That's okay. That's totally cool. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I forgot. I totally forgot my train of thought. Maybe if I remember and if it'll come back to me, but for now, I don't remember what I was saying. Let's see here. So that is pretty much done. I'm just making sure there's no more overlapping lines. Why do I feel like there's a line overlapping in here? Oh no, that's his clothes. Okay. Sorry, there's just so many overlapping lines in here. It's hurting my brain. You have one. Okay. Please ask away. I love questions. This has to be... I don't think I need to keep a duplicate of this line, but I will just in case. Okay. Do you want an anime blind bag? I'll make it for you and figure out how to mail it to you. Bella, I really appreciate it, but at the moment I don't have a PO box or anything, and I don't really feel too comfy having my my personal address, you know, out into the public. So maybe when I get a PO box, you can definitely send it to me then. I really appreciate the thought and the offer. It's very kind of you. But please tell me more about your blind bags. I know you said that you do them kind of based on like a specific theme, right? That somebody likes. Okay. I just remembered I also have to put in his little heart, so we'll have to do that too. The little pixel thing, what is the keyboard thingy on it? Oh, it's just like a little mini keyboard. It's kind of just like a button where you can you could change between like the time, like what time it is. There's like different displays that you could have on. There's one where it kind of tracks your voice, and there's like a little like soundboard or whatever on the screen that kind of matches your voice when you're speaking or the audio that you're playing. It's really cool, and I think it's worth the money if you ever want to get it. It's very cute to add to your desk setup. And yeah. Okay, we're gonna bring this into this layer. We don't want any of that on. Okay, so I think we're good with his line art. I don't believe there's any more overlapping lines. You draw beautifully. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so happy you like the art. I've been working on it for quite a couple hours, so we're finally gonna get into some flat coloring. I have some preset swatches up here, which we can adjust later, of course, but yeah, I felt like that one small plushie has more detail than the actual drawing. Which one? Oh, this one. I thought you meant like one of my actual plushies. I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, for sure. I added way too much detail to this little plushie, but you know what? It's okay, because that's the focus of the drawing, I think. You know, but let's see. What was I gonna do? I know I needed to add something actually to him, and I can't. Oh, it's the hearts on his cheeks. We're just gonna duplicate one of the hearts down here, and we'll fix it later. But I promise we're gonna get to finally doing the flat colors. Let me just add in. I don't believe I'm missing any other details in here. I put a couple signature details of my own in here, which is of course the hearts on the cheeks. And you would draw right now as well, but so tired from driving a lot today. Oh my gosh, Kaido's, how far were you driving? Where were you going? Man, I totally get it though. I don't like driving for long periods of time, especially because like my behind gets really sore when I draw for a long period, or when I drive for long periods of time. And also drawing also requires you to sit down for long periods of time too, so I can totally understand why you would not want to draw right now. That's a very, very tiny heart. super, super tiny. Okay. Goodness me, I never realized. I never thought I would be drawing on such a tiny scale. Look at that. You can see all the little pixels. Sometimes I really wonder, like, is it worth it putting this much detail on such a tiny area of the drawing? From far away, you can see it, though. Somewhat. Not completely, but yeah. Duplicate it, bring it over to this side. I always put it on the second to last line of the cheeks here, the cheek detailing. Cute. Very cute, I think. Okay. Very, very small and tiny detail, but I think it's worth it. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the flat coloring now. I think we're good. I think we're safe to say that we can start with the flat coloring. I will go into the shadow lines as well in a bit. Okay. Let's read chat before I start. You had to drive a couple hours because of seeing family. Oh, I see. Do they live pretty far from you? Luckily, I don't have too many family members that live really far away. I mean, well, my brother does, but he usually is the one that drives on to visit us. He usually has to drive about like almost 8 hours to come see us. The good thing is he stays for a couple days and then he drives back. But man, I cannot imagine having to drive that much for that many hours. Let's see. Eventually, we're gonna fit her into this shape and the star shape as well as the heart shape for when we do the anime profile picture icon portion of the drawing. So now, not too far, but he had to drive there and back all in one day. Oh, that's heavy. Yeah. I had some friends that used to commute to school and back every single day. In college, they would have to go all the way to well, I'm not gonna say where, but they would have to drive to school, and it would be like about a 2-hour commute to get there, and then sometimes a 2-hour commute on the way back too because of traffic. Without traffic, it's usually about like without traffic, it's like 45 minutes to an hour at most. But you know, where I live, there's a lot of traffic, so. Timeless love, thank you. You love the dress on the drawing, it's so cute, thank you. I worked a lot. I tried to figure out her dress for the longest time. It was a nightmare. Thank you, Timeless love. I'm so glad you like the drawing. And you're just gonna get something to eat. You'll be back. Sounds good, Bella. We'll be here. All right. Sorry, I keep zooming out on my drawing. I don't know. I just have a habit of doing that. Okay, let's start with the coloring. I want to actually, just so it's easier for you guys to see what I'm doing, let me actually insert a color in here to cover the canvas. Let's go with like a light-ish gray, lightish grayish green, maybe grayish green. Maybe that's fine. Okay. Let me go back in. Select my swatches. Hi, Linda. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for joining the stream. How are you? I really do appreciate all of you coming in to chat with me. Usually, sometimes when I'm on live later in the evening, in my time zone, there's not that many chatters. So I really do appreciate whenever you decide to send a little message here and there. It really is very kind of you to do that because sometimes it's hard to be streaming over here and talking to myself, you know. But thank you. I really do hope you like the drawing so far. We're going in with flat colors now. For Foodie Dead. Wolfie, welcome back in. How are you? I hope you had a good day. It is already gonna be the end of the weekend for me. I mean, we're still early into Sunday morning, so we still got some time. But as for me, I'm just gonna be working on this piece. I'm doing good. Guess who's back? Bella's back. Tell a friend. Welcome back, Bella. very, very quick. Thanks for making it quick. We're happy to see you back. So we're going in with the flat colors again. I like to just go around the whole area that I need the color to be in. I know I could like select the layer or whatever and air color drop, but I don't like to do that. I just like to take my time and really fill in the drawing, and I find it quite therapeutic. I find it quite therapeutic to just outline my art in the layer where I'm going to have the color specifically. I'm sorry if you can hear the vacuum. My family is currently doing some cleaning in our living room, so I hope it's not too loud. Yes, we're finally colored. Thank you for asking. As you said, how I am. I'm well, yesterday, well, not say something happened. No, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything's okay. I hope you're coping with it in whichever way you can. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better for you, and I know they will get better for you. But I appreciate you still being here and watching the stream, even though you got some stuff going on. I really do appreciate it. I hope this stream can hopefully give you a little bit of, you know, a distraction, or let you think about something else for a bit. And I hope everything gets better soon. But yep, we're finally coloring this in. Took me only ages to get it. You love my life. Thank you. I appreciate your support. And I really do appreciate you being here despite everything that's going on in your life. I know life is not easy, so it's important to just keep yourself occupied and thinking about the positive whenever you can, as difficult as it may be sometimes. You find it funny when on digital art you flip the canvas a lot at all the different angles. You know, I think it's important to do that as well. I used to not do it, let me tell you. But it helps so much when you flip your canvas, and I didn't even know it was a thing, but when I heard that like a lot of digital artists do it, I was like, whoa. Because when I do flip the canvas, like sometimes you notice things that are off, you know, which I'm so glad I learned about, because if I didn't, man, I can tell you my drawings would look so wonky. What I also like to do, which I don't do often enough either, is flipping it upside down. I also learned that with traditional art in art school, not in art school, but in my art classes. And my teacher would always, because like, you know, you obviously can't flip it horizontally, you can't flip it when you're working traditional. So it's cool, like the equivalent for traditional when it comes to that is flip it upside down, and you'll notice some things that are off. It only took you 10 live streams and some energy drinks. You got back from our class yesterday. Yes, I heard. How did it go? Sorry if it's glitching. I hope the stream is back. Sometimes my Wi-Fi gets a little weird. If it keeps glitching, let me know. I can try to restart the stream. But given that this is going to be a shorter stream right now in the morning, I might not restart it. Just because usually I get on a little bit earlier than this usually, but I slept in, so. Do I flip the canvas to make sure it isn't lopsided? Yes. It helps me keep in tune with my proportions. It really, really does help a lot, because when you're constantly looking at your canvas from one angle only, like this, and you're drawing, like obviously to your own eyes, it looks like everything's proportionately correct because you're constantly looking at it. But sometimes it helps to flip the canvas because it helps you see things in a different light. Let me see here. I'm trying to see if Himed and I'm just trying to see if they have the same skin tone. I believe they do. I believe they do. So I'm going with another layer and do his skin tone as well. But actually, let me keep going in with hers because I forgot she had hands here exposed. Sometimes you'll spin your paper around to get all the funky angles where you need a color on paper. Yes. Yes, it always helps to flip the paper around, turn it upside down, even if it's just like angling it a little bit diagonally, whatever helps to make you look at your drawing in a new light. It's kind of as if you're getting like a second pair of eyes on it, or like a second opinion, but it's your own. Does anyone have a comfort show? I do. What is your comfort show, Bella? What is your comfort show? You love the soft music in the background. By the way, your art class was good. I'm not taking art class anymore, actually, but I was in art class a couple years ago. I already have my degree in art and studio art. Graduated a couple years ago, actually, so trying to make use of my degree with what I can. It's very limited though in this society. So I'm trying to find a way to make money off of my art in whatever way I can, and I figure YouTube might be a good way to try out, because I used to want to major in animation, and I shortly found out that it's not for me. How are your art classes going, Wolfie? I hope they're doing good. Do you have any fun projects you're working on in art class? I might have asked you that question already. I'm pretty sure you spoke about your art class the other time on one of the streams, but I'm sorry, I'm very forgetful. I'm a forgetful person, so if I have asked you a question and you have already answered it, I am so sorry. Animation is for the very patient people, because I am not patient enough for that. Exactly, me too. I'm so not, like, animation is not my strong suit at all, and it really sucks. It was honestly like it hit me hard because I grew up pretty much my whole life trying to pursue art in middle school, high school, and the like, with the intention or the belief that I would go into animation and work in an animation studio, whether it be like a small startup like animation company, or for like a big one like Disney, or you know, like the other animation studios that exist out there. I think like DreamWorks or whatever. I I had a huge dream to work in animation, and it did hit me hard for a while when I got in college. I started taking a couple animation classes, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like I cried a lot because I went the longest time for many years thinking that I would go into this field. And I also kind of felt ashamed in myself, because I felt like if I was going to really pursue a serious career in animation, like I should have started learning to animate like at a very young age, and like getting the ins and outs of it, so it wouldn't be as hard as a hitter on my ego and my, you know. Your comfort is True in the Rainbow Kingdom. I have never heard of that show. My comfort show, I'm trying to think of what it is. It'd probably just be anime right now. If I was watching more episodes of Frieren right now, it'd probably be Frieren, the anime. I really do like the show, or the anime, and I just haven't had a full like chance to actually sit down and watch it. Some art and things are different for some people. Some art things is hard for others, and some is not. We are all good at one of those. Some are more, just like different things. Yeah, and that's what I had to come to terms with. Yeah, but it was just it kind of made me like really sad and depressed for a while, and it kind of made me start to rethink of like whether or not I had chosen the right degree to major in. And for a while I was really bummed out, and it just, you know, But that's how life works. Sometimes you get hit with the reality of things, and yeah. So for a long time, I had to come to terms with the fact that I wasn't gonna be able to pursue my dream anymore. And I just had to kind of reframe it and think about it differently, and think about like, well, if it wasn't meant for me, you know. And sometimes I still think about it, and I'm like, well, what if I did end up learning more about animation and pursuing it when I was younger? Maybe I could have been really successful, or you know, or at other times I also think, because I know animation requires a lot of hard work, and I know a lot of animators work overtime. And I was also thinking about that too, and I thought about how like I don't really want to be stuck in that workflow. I don't want to be working overtime, and at the same time, I've heard that a lot of animators don't get paid enough, don't get paid as much as they should be getting paid. So I also thought about that, and I figured, well, I don't think I would enjoy Power Rangers. That's a good one. You love rewatching magical girl shows when you just need something on in the background. That sounds so. You know what? I've heard about magical girls too, and the animation looks so cute, so cutesy. I would love to watch it too. But you know what I do like watching? Now that I think about it, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, how much are animators paid? You know, I have no idea. Sorry, I'm trying to. That's a super chat, right? I'm trying to remember. Is that a super chat? Thank you so much. You're so amazing for that. I really do appreciate it. You are a huge supporter. Thank you so much. It really does help out so much. You have no idea how much you made my day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Suno Peak, you are a legend. Thank you. I honestly don't know how much animators are paid. If you want me to be completely honest with you, I just know that it's a very competitive field. And just from what I've heard, like for people that are trying to get into it when I was in college, like people were just like, it's not worth the pay. And it's still like a super competitive field. There's a huge disparity, at least during the time when I was trying to get into animation. Oh my goodness, it was just, I heard the competition is so high, and it's still so dominated by males, like men, which is like, is not an issue. Like obviously men are talented, and you know, and it goes, regardless if you're man, woman, whatever, if you can get the job done and you can do it right, then it's good. You're worth it. It's worth it, you know. Best I can do is 350. By the way, do you do art requests? I love to see you draw Frieren holding a Hinkle plushie. I'm not familiar with what a Hinkle plushie is, but I would love to. I am thinking of starting to take requests, by the way. Probably in the next stream, probably not this stream, but I am. Here, let me just show you, since we're talking about it. She looks diabolical, by the way. This is an example of what I'm going to be doing. Have a great time again. Thank you so much for letting me talk to you and making me feel better and smile, and keep up the good work. Bye. I'll have a great time. Hopefully I can see you again soon. Yes, we'll see you again, Wolfie. Thank you. Suno, since you're asking, you love these types of lives. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. So this is my base. I have like a very specific kind of chibi anime style that I'm trying to get into. So this is what I did. I did like a practice run of taking a request. So my mod, Yuru, he's not here right now. He's currently sleeping because he's in Japan. But he asked me, he was like, okay, well, why don't you try to, like, he requested that I draw Frieren. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And then I took my base. She needs clothes, by the way. I took my base. Aren't you literally drawing Frieren holding a Hinkle plushie right now? I was making a joke. See, let me tell you, I don't get sarcasm. Is that what a Hinkle plushie looks like? I don't know what a Hinkle plushie looks like. She is holding a Himmel. Oh, you had no idea you had already subbed. I do wonder. I was like wondering. I was asking this question earlier, just here for the vibes. Thank you, I'm glad. But no, since I didn't get the joke, obviously. Oh no, he's called Himmel. Himmele. I mean, Himmel. Himmel. But this is Frieren. You weren't asking for Frieren, but no, I get the joke now. I get it. No, but we got it. We got it. We get it. No, now that I realized that you were making a joke, I was like, oh, you meant Himmel. Yes, it is just drawing in vibes. By the way, we're gonna be, my whole point of this tangent my whole point of this tangent is that I'm gonna be taking drawing requests. And I'm gonna be drawing it in my specific drawing style, with the little heart highlight in the eyes, the little hearts in the cheeks, very, very dramatic cheek, and then my little signature heart twirl is what I'm calling it, hair twirl. So we're gonna be running a poll, maybe in the next live, or maybe tonight if I manage to finish the coloring Frieren on time, or a little bit earlier than expected. I will start taking requests for specific anime characters. I'll pull up a reference really, really quick, as fast as I can, that is, and then I'll try to attempt to draw it in this kind of style. Obviously with clothes, I just don't have time to render clothes, okay? Yeah, can't wait. So maybe my mod, Yuru, will hold a poll depending on what we see in the chat. Like what character names we see the most in the chat, we'll run a poll, and then whatever gets the highest vote, I'll pull up a reference and we'll try to draw it in this style. And then I'll probably render it a little bit, I'll tweak it and render it to look a little bit better than this, and then I'll probably be posting it on my socials. So you'll get to see your request be drawn on live. Hopefully at a quick enough speed if I'm able to. Frieren, who isn't dense as bricks. Honestly, yes. She really missed. She missed a diamond. That's for sure. She missed a huge diamond. But I mean, you know, at least now she knows. Can I draw Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters? Ooh, that would be such a great request. I have been wanting to draw K-pop Demon Hunters, by the way. It might be a challenge for me to do like characters that aren't exactly in anime style, but I can try it out and see how it goes. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where this small little line of pixels is coming from. That's so funny. Rumi and Rimu sound very similar. Did they rip off my name? No, I'm kidding. Oh, here we go. It's in this set of lines. I just gotta figure out which one. This is 90% of my drawing process, by the way, just finding where the extra accidental lines are. There we go. K-pop Demon Hunters is an anime style. Right, but it's like 3D animated, right? So it's not like 2D, you know, Japanese style, which is what I'm going for. But we can try it out. It's a good challenge. Let's see. What am I doing? We were doing the color. That's a question I often ask myself. I'm like, what was I doing? Yes. Okay, so we're going in. Let's go ahead and fill in. I want to keep it. I should probably just fill it in because I did a duplicate for her. I think I did a duplicate. No, I did not do a duplicate for her face. Duplicate the layers here in case I have to redraw any portion of it. I know it's kind of weird that I work like that, but that's how I work, so. All right, now we can just go ahead and fill in her lashes here. We're not going in with a pure black, by the way. I'm going in with a really, really deep dark brown for her. Like if you take a look at my scale here, my color, the hex code, it's not pure black. You can see it's like a really, really dark brown. I'm trying a new thing. I don't want to do too dark of line rendering or line art. I'm trying to make it look just a little bit softer. I'm trying to go for like pastel colors. This one though, I might make it not pastel-y, but like that Frieren one that I just showed you, we'll probably be taking drawing requests in that specific color palette style. I want to venture a little bit more into pastel colors I want to develop my own color style as well. I'm horrible when it comes to color theory, so I'm like, we'll I guess figure it out as we go. Let me just hide this for a second. You're gonna try and go back to drawing now, and I'll keep your stream up in the background. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I'm so glad that you are choosing to draw with me. I would love to do those kind of streams too, like, or even with like the ones that I'm gonna be taking on request. Hopefully on tonight's live, if we manage to get to it, I would love for you to try to draw it with me. Kind of like a how-to, you know. Even though I have my set base already in there, I can kind of show you like how to start it off, and then maybe you could try to draw it with me, draw along with me. How to easy style drawing based on requests that you guys send in. I'm not the best teacher, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. All right, so the reason why I'm keeping her lashes, this large lash and then the little small one down here, on 2 separate layers is because I'm gonna go in with a masking layer, and I'm gonna try to add like a light gradient to make it look softer and not so in your face, you know, because this is kind of in your face. I want it to give it more of a softer look and feel. So we'll kind of experiment and see how we can add in like a lighter color to make her lashes look a little bit more softer and pleasing, softer on the eyes to look at, you know. What time is the stream tonight? You'll try to be there in a couple hours. I always try to say around like 6 p.m., but it never ends up working that way. Typically the past couple of lives in the evenings, I've been going on around 8 o'clock or 9 p.m. So in a couple hours from now. So it's gonna be about 2 o'clock soon. What is that, about like 6 hours from now? I'm bad at math. If it's okay, let's see. If it's 1 o'clock now, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. It's gonna be a ways from now, about 7 hours. I'll try to get on earlier. Your face when you thought the eyes on the drawing was uneven. You're funny. You're funny. I mean, honestly, I could probably rotate her face a little bit, her eyes. Actually, I don't know. We'll see once I get the color in there. But it does kind of look uneven now that I look on it. I notice things when I start to put the color in there. Kaido's, I can't remember if I asked you, what time zone are you in? Are you in the West? Like, are you on the West Coast? Because I believe you're in the US, right? Sorry, I often forget where people are tuning in from. My bad. Let's see here. East Coast. Okay, so it might be pretty late for you by the time I get on. It'll probably be like 11 p.m. or something. And yes, Bella, you are in the UK. You'll probably be sleeping again by the time I get on live. Because last night you were able to join as well, but by the time that you joined, it was like close to the time that I usually sign off, which is around 2 a.m. Hi, Maya. Thank you for joining the stream. How are you? All right, we're continuing with the... Okay, so we went in with the lashes. Sorry, I lost my placement of where I was at with that. So that's filled in. We're gonna go ahead and fill in her eyes, and I also forgot to first of all name it line art, and I want to duplicate it in case I need to come back to it. Most artists don't do this, by the way. I just do it to be safe, extra safe and cautious, because I spend a lot of time doing my line art and my sketching and all that. I would hate to lose my layers underneath. So we're gonna go in with the line art for the eyes now, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in. So she looks very scary right now, but that's because we're currently trying to fill in parts of her eye here. Very terrifying, no worries. You have school, so you won't really be watching the live so often. I think, not sure. No worries, that's totally cool. Focus on your schoolwork. That's always the most important thing. Focus on school. And you'll be fine. It's okay. You don't have to tune in. Life gets busy, you know. So once school starts, you focus on your school, and then whenever you have free time, then you can join. I think her pupils are black, right? Or dark, yeah. Okay. Sorry, sometimes they're not. Like Frieren, she has like a different color in her pupils. You know that's an anime, but you don't know what is the name. By the way, you love my drawing. Thank you, Maya. This is from, you obviously can't tell. Give me 1 second to fill in her eye here, and then I can show you the whole drawing in a second. Yes, it's an anime. It's called Frieren Beyond Journey's End. The 2nd season just came out. It's really, really good. If you like watching anime, you should watch it. Drawing's very good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, thank you. I know, for real, for real. So good. Like the last time I tried voting it, the drawing broke the scale. You are too kind, Bella. Too kind. I don't deserve it. But thank you so much. I really am doing my best here to finish this drawing. It looks very scary. Let me bring some of the stuff back in here. Okay, great. It still looks scary, but yeah. So this, she's gonna be holding a little plushie of Himmel. This is basically her boyfriend. She's supposed to marry him, but she's immortal, so you know, things happen. But yes, technically this is her husband. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start filling in. What else can I fill in? I'm thinking I can go in and fill in his eyes. So we're gonna, his eyes should be on their own layer. They're not on their own layer. Okay. They're not on their own layer, which is fine. Let's see here. We're gonna alpha lock the area that is selected, and then we're gonna go ahead and fill in his eyes. So he's got some very beautiful blue eyes. I kind of want to do something different with his eyes here that I've compared to what I've been doing with his other drawings. Oh, hallelujah, the eyes are back in. It was so creepy, but no offense. Thank you. No, I totally get what you mean. It was very scary, but here we go. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. So his eyes are gonna be blue. Another thing that we have to do is we have to bring the stitches down underneath to hide underneath. Okay. Good. Let me select this one. No, don't select it. We're gonna go in and we're gonna fill in his eye color. He's got beautiful blue eyes. He's got beautiful blue eyes. And he also has a cute little highlight that I might put in. Nice. Okay, so his eyes are in there. I will probably go in with the highlights on his eyes in a bit, or we might not. I don't know. It looks kind of good like that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and fill in her eyes as well. Just the, what is the app name? You can't find it. It is called Procreate. P-R-O and then create. C-R-E-A-T-E. And if you have an Apple device, you can use it on your Apple device. Let's see what color we can go in. We'll go in with, the base color looks like it is this for her eyes. You haven't used your finger because your stylus isn't charging. Having to use your finger to draw. Ooh, I could never. So many people do art on their phone. By the way, the eyes are gonna look a little scary again, so beware. Well, I guess not. Just kidding. It's not gonna look as scary as before. Actually, maybe it will. I just like to lower the opacity so I can get a nicer crisp circle in here. You're gonna go for a bit only while you watch your comfort show, and the app is Procreate. Yeah, thank you, Bella. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Go watch your comfort show, Bella. You deserve it. Trying to get a perfect circle in here is always a challenge. It's fine though because it's not going to be visible anyway underneath the outline of the eyes. I just like to get in here and see what layers are underneath what, because I'm weird like that. Your boyfriend does his art on his phone and it scares me how good he is. Thank you. You're welcome. We do not gatekeep here. If you have any questions on where I get any of my tools, supplies, or anything in the background here, I will let you know. If it is available, if I can find a link for it, I will let you know what it is. By the way, if you are wanting anything that I have, like if you want this Apple Pencil case, or if you're wondering what kind of screen protector I use on my iPad, I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. It is in my link tree in the description below. I've also linked in some of my plushies. I managed to find these 2 Totoro plushies on Amazon. There's actually, you can purchase it on Amazon. They're a little bit pricey though because they are imported from Japan, but they're there and you can buy them. Another thing that you can buy, I found the blue Rimuru plushie over here on Amazon too. If you want to buy it, you can also get it through my link in the description. I've been trying to find all of my supplies and stuff and things that I have in the background. Also, the D-Voom is also available. This little Pixel speaker, it is available on Amazon too if you are wanting to get it, because I have had a lot of people ask about where I get my stuff, so I'm trying to figure out how to get or make it accessible for you guys to easily find and purchase for yourself if you would like to. But yeah, I don't know how people do drawings on their phone. I could never. I need like a big canvas. I cannot draw small. I wish I could. And those people who can, they're very, very talented. You draw on your laptop with a special tablet. You're very good at drawing on laptop, but your IBIS Paint OS. Wait, what? Your IBIS Paint is 1 hour? But if you want to have no limit time, you have to. Oh, you have like a limit time in IBIS Paint? I'm trying to understand your comment. I'm sorry. Is that what you mean? Okay, I think that's good for our eyes. Let's bring the opacity back. I guess our eyes do look kind of scary, actually. Cute. All right. Okay. Your IBIS Paint is 1 hour. I didn't know that IBIS Paint could have like a time limit or time constraint. Why is that? Why do you get a time constraint on IBIS Paint? The brushes you use are on a 4-hour type limit. Then you have to watch an ad to access them. Oh, if you're wanting to use the free version of IBIS Paint, you have to it gives you a time limit. That's stressful. I would not do well with the time limit. I mean, come on, you know how long it's been taking me to do this drawing? I would not be able to do with time limits. No, not me. Let's see, her hair. I'm trying to remember what swatch is which, because I did a couple swatches. I should have labeled them, but I'm dumb, so I didn't do that. Let's just go in with her hair now. And then we can go in with her color, the rest of her, like her clothes and whatnot. Honestly, I'm getting a little bit too into the technicalities of the drawing here, but I'm gonna lower the opacity so I can see better, so I can make sure I'm drawing or coloring within my lines here. Kind of like a coloring book. Your autocorrector. No worries, Maya. It's totally cool. It's funny because on the TikTok live, we have a usual that's watcher on TikTok. I'm trying to a chatter or whatever you want to call it. And he always types on his keyboard so fast that I have trouble reading his chat sometimes, like when he chats in the chat. But for the most part, I can kind of make out what he means. So I'm like, and then I'm trying to read them, right, and I read them just fine. But he always is like, oh my god, he's like, I'm typing way too fast, and I'm like, it's good, it happens to the best of us. Yeah, but he's so funny. He likes to type so quick that sometimes, you know, obviously autocorrect ends up beating him to things. So, and then he's always constantly correcting himself in the chat, and I'm like, you don't have to correct yourself. I think I got what you meant. So you draw on your laptop with a special tablet, and you are good at it. But your IBIS Paint has 1 hour limit, so you can't draw much. But if I want no limit on IBIS, you need to pay. That makes sense. I figured. I was like, they probably have that in there. I mean, it's very, very cool that they have like a function for you to be able to use it, like on a free version, which is great. But the only limitation is, of course, that you have to watch the ads and I guess the time limit, right? That's a bummer. You know what I think would be more ideal for the program, or the developers of the program? Why don't you have just no time limit and just have ads on there, and just make it so that you have to watch an ad every here and there? But why a time limit? I don't see the point of a time limit. You know? Like, why have a time limit? Because then that kind of like, that eats into your drawing time. Because then, like, if you have a time limit, then you're forced to kind of step away from your drawing. And what if you don't want to do that? What if you just want to get it done? Or better yet, not better yet, but worse is, what if you need it for a class and then you can't get your assignment done because you have a time limit? That's kind of ridiculous. If I was a developer of that program, I'd be like, okay, let's just make it ads. Why put a time limit? People need to use that program. Ads are better than paying, exactly. Better than having to pay, you know? But why the time limit? That kind of makes me mad. And that's also gonna, like, I kind of feel like, at least, I don't know what it's like with other art programs, but like, I don't know, maybe Clip Studio Paint might have some kind of implementation like that too, to, you know, somehow, I guess, find a way to make some money without making you pay for it. But that kind of that would deter me from wanting to use IBIS Paint then on the free version, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with time limits, and I need time. Like, time is money, time is everything. So the fact that they would try to give you a time limit is like, come on. That does nothing for me. That helps me in no way, shape, or form. Sorry, I'm going off because that makes me really mad. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. That's ridiculous. How many anime did I watch? I have watched a quite good handful. I have not finished every single one that I am watching, just because, again, I find it hard sometimes to sit down and watch anime. Because, I mean, I could watch it in the background in English dub, because I'm trying to learn Japanese, but obviously I'm not fluent in it at all. I understand, like, a good amount of, like, basic words and, you know, the very, very basics. But, and I prefer, my point is, I prefer to watch my anime in the original Japanese audio, just because I prefer it that way. I like how it sounds. I like Japanese, and I'm also trying to learn it, so I prefer to watch all my anime in Japanese and not in English. So it's kind of hard to have it on in the background while you're multitasking and doing other things, because, you know, obviously I can't understand all of it, so I have to be constantly reading. Hold on, let me plug in my iPad. I have to constantly be reading the subtitles, so it's kind of hard to be sitting here doing my drawing while also having it in the background, because then I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I can't understand what they're saying, and then I'll have to end up like rewinding a lot. So yo, I'm that's good. I love that. I've watched a lot though. I just realized I didn't answer your question. I've watched Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. I've watched Demon Slayer. I'm pretty much all caught up on Demon Slayer. My Hero, I still have to finish the final season. I'm kind of putting that one on the back burner because I don't want to see it end yet. So I've been waiting to finish that one. JJK, I'm still trying to catch up to the most recent season. Frieren, I have yet to start watching the second season too. There's a lot of stuff that my Dress Up Darling too. I'm waiting to watch the second season because I don't want to finish it. I'm gonna be sad. And like another thing is like I don't like to finish shows because then I get sad and depressed that it's over. So that's another reason why I've also been pushing off watching anime lately. In current days, at least. Using it as a beginning program, then if you do more digital art, you will switch to a paid one. That sounds good in Kairos. Again, what kind of tablet do you have? An iPad? I'm sorry, I can't remember if you use an iPad or if you have like a different kind of tablet. Or is it your phone? I'm so sorry. I forget a lot of things. Sometimes if you tell me something within the same stream only a matter of 30 minutes ago, I'll probably still forget. So just iPad. Okay, good. You can't wait for the next movie of Demon Slayer. Me too. You can't wait for Gojo versus Sukuna. It's so funny though. That meme has gotten so big that like it's pretty much been spoiled for everybody, right? But that's just kind of how it comes with, like, that's what you pretty much sign up for when you go on social media. It's unavoidable. Spoilers are unavoidable. So a lot of us already know what's going to happen. But yes, I do think it's going to be animated so well. Mappa has been doing such a good job. And man, those animators, oh, they need to be paid more, that's for sure. They need to be paid more because the amount of work that goes into their craft, woo. But it's gonna look epic. If Mappa is animating it, you know it's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be good. There's no doubt about it. Oh, Kairos, are you considering getting Procreate? Because with Procreate, you don't have to pay for any subscription. Just saying. I'm not trying to like influence you to get, you know, a specific program or anything. I'm just saying, because I don't know anything about Clip Studio Paint or any of the other programs, but I know for a fact Procreate does not require you to pay anything. Just a one-time payment of like $10. And you have access to pretty much all the features on the program. As far as I know, I don't think there's any other additional features that you're not able to use when you just pay for the one-time payment. I wonder how they make money. You might just haven't done a bunch of digital art yet, so you'll wait. I mean, that's totally fair. Totally fair. Try out, and I think especially now since you haven't like actually bought any program, I think it's really good that you know, like you haven't spent any money towards it, right? So I think it'd be a great way right now for you to actually try out all the different versions of the free art programs that are out there and see which one you like the best. And then if it ends up working out for you, if you end up liking a specific program, you can either pay for the subscription if you really, really like that program and stick to it. That's one thing that I wish I had done earlier too. If I had just waited before buying Procreate, I could have probably tested out Ibis Paint 2, the free version, and maybe Clip Studio Paint and whatever other programs are out there. And maybe I would have found one that I maybe even like better than Procreate, you know? But another thing that I want to get into, I want to what is it? I forget the name of the program, but there's a specific program that animators use for like VTubing and stuff. I want to make my own VTuber, but I know if I can't even animate, like, and by taking a regular animation class, can you imagine me trying to make my own VTuber model and animating and rigging it on my own? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous that I think I can do it, by the way, not that animating and rigging a 2D character is is ridiculous. Like, no. I mean, it could be ridiculous depending on how much detail you put into it, but no, I just think it's so funny and ironic. I'm like, yeah, I sucked at all my animation classes, but I still want to make my own VTuber model and animate it and rig it myself. Can you believe how, like, delusional that sounds? And by the way, I tried to start prepping one of my sketches for like my OC for my VTuber model. I was like, let me just try to get like different, like when you separate the VTuber model into like parts, like face, eyes, nose, arms, body, torso, everything. I started to do that on Procreate because I saw a really good tutorial by a creator here on YouTube. I think her name is like Merely Ufe or something like that. And she has a really good tutorial on how to break up your VTuber model into different parts so you can do it on Procreate, within Procreate, and then you could bring it into, I think it's like 2D cubism or something, I don't even know. And I was trying to do that, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and it's kind of crazy that I'm actually trying to do this, you know? But you once watched Demon Slayer when you were writing your homework and then you wrote on your notebook Waterbending 3. That is so funny. I wish that's the level that I was at with watching anime. I wish I could. Ibis Paint is good for like beginning stuff. Also the VTuber studio stuff would be so fun, but take a bunch of time in learning how to do all of that. Yeah, I was thinking of doing it a couple months ago before I started live streaming because I really wanted to have like a VTuber model. I don't know why I'm struggling with this layer, by the way. It should be on top also. I don't know why I'm trying to do it underneath the skin tone layer. Yeah, a couple months before I started live streaming, I was like, I want to have a VTuber model. And I still do. But I was trying to do it myself. And I was like, no, to learn all of the stuff, the ins and outs of it, and like all the, you know, the nitty gritty details of me of learning how to make it. I was like, there's no way, it's gonna take me months, possibly even a year, just to try to figure out how to do this VTuber model on my own. The artwork looks amazing. Thank you so much, Starlight. I really appreciate it. Starlight Knight, I like your username. Thank you for joining the stream. We're just doing some flat colorings for this drawing of Frieren. What else can we do? We're gonna fill in her earrings. Might as well just get her earrings out of the way. And obviously we also have to be simultaneously filling in Himmel. Let me actually do that first. So he's here. I'm thinking we're gonna keep him on top since he's, you know, he's on top of him. On top of her, I mean. Like literally, his layers would come first and then she would go be behind him is what I mean. What's your favorite anime that I've watched? The one that honestly, the one anime that I have thoroughly enjoyed watching it without like feeling like anything is missing or like, not just story-wise, animation style-wise, like in the way it's animated, Demon Slayer. And I know that sounds like such a like basic thing to say, like everybody's saying that, but like I truly mean it. I really do connect so much with the characters in Demon Slayer so much, and I love the story so much. I love the character designs and everything. It makes me feel at home and cozy because what is this? I'm trying to figure out what these swatches are, by the way. Hold on. My issue is that I get swatches and then I don't remember what any of them are. His hair's like a light blue. I'm just gonna go with this color, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Demon Slayer. It's your favorite too. You never watched it? What? What have you watched? Starlight Knight? Have you watched any anime? Oh, for sure, Demon Slayer is a great anime. The story and the animation are amazingly done. Yes, especially when with the movies. The movies were insane. They even surpassed box ratings off of, what is it called in the when you go to a movie theater? I think it's like office box ratings or something. It has exceeded even the most popular animated movie in Japan of all time, which was at the time Spirited Away, the Studio Ghibli movie. And oh my goodness, the animation is honestly top tier. It's so good, especially with the most recent Infinity Castle movie. You will not be disappointed. And if you want to watch an anime where you're gonna be getting hit in the feels, that's the one too. It's got a great combination of comedy and sadness and just happy moments too, happy and fun moments. So if you want to watch something that has all of that and some good character designs and good character development, honestly, I think it's so good. And also another thing is, if you don't like too many filler episodes, Demon Slayer is good because they literally just get straight to the point. It's just like, bang, next episode is this. Sometimes they do have a couple episodes that are dedicated to the backstory of some like Hashira and other characters. And sometimes, like in the Infinity Castle movie, there is a very long stretch where they kind of go into the backstory of a specific demon. I won't say who, but I think it's still worth it. I think those moments are necessary, but for the most part, there aren't any extra filler episodes, so you're pretty much getting what you sign up for. Doesn't Naruto SD count? I'm gonna say yes. What does SD stand for, by the way? I have personally never watched Naruto, so I have no idea. What inspired me to start my channel? That's a great question. I honestly, like I had mentioned earlier in the stream, my original passion was to become an animator. That's the whole reason why I started pursuing art in the first place, growing up. And then when I very quickly found out that it was not for me, I was like, well, I gotta find a way to be able to make money with this degree that I have, and you know, this passion that I have. And if it's not animation, it has to be somewhere elsewhere, you know. Like, I had to figure out a different kind of passion or different motivation to continue pursuing art. And my thing was that I had always wanted to, like, before I even considered doing animation growing up, I really looked up to this one specific creator that I had been following for many years, since I've been, like, I don't know, even before college maybe. But she's a creator on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel too, but I used to see her content all the time on my Instagram feed. And her name is, you probably know who she is. She's a huge creator, but her name is Neko Karen. And she was just massive, huge anime creator. And I was like, I want to do that. before I even started thinking of animation, I was like, I want to be able to just make content online and share it with people. And that's the main reason why I wanted to start my channel, my YouTube channel, and also my Instagram account. And I always wanted to do that, but I never really knew how. So I was just like, I'm gonna start it and see where it goes. And then I just barely a couple years ago, I started to take it more seriously. And especially now, right now that I have a little bit of extra time in my schedule on a daily basis, I'm like, I'm really gonna start taking it seriously. And that's why I was like, I'm gonna start taking it seriously. I'm gonna start live streaming. I'm gonna start posting more content on YouTube, because I mainly focused on just uploading shorts. And sorry if the display kind of dimmed. That kind of happens when my iPad overheats, so it'll come back. It's just, since I'm charging it as I'm working, it's making my iPad work a little bit overtime. So Naruto's super deformed. I'll be honest with you, no idea what that is. I know about Naruto, but super deformed. What? And I've only ever drawn one drawing of Naruto, so, which is sad. I do actually wanna. I really like the character designs of Naruto, so I would love to draw more Naruto characters. I really like Hinata. I love her character design. Chibi style anime. Ah, why is it called super deformed? Is it because it's chibi style? That sounds kind of derogatory. But no, I do know that like chibi versions of anime exist, and I've always wanted to watch those. Actually, there's one of like, I think specifically, is it, I think Kyoto animation style. Like there's if I'm not wrong, I believe it's Angel Beats is in there, Clannad is in there. I honestly don't know if Angel Beats is by Kyoto Animation. It might not be the same animation studio, but there's stuff like that, right? And I think there's other anime too. I can't remember, but I know for a fact like Clannad, Angel Beats, and those anime have their own little like chibi style mini episodes that are super cute that I want to watch. Hi Cross Forever, how are you? Cool drawing, thank you. Thank you. I forgot what I was talking about. Can't remember, but I'm doing good. I'm glad. All right, so we're still filling in. I think his little dimple. We can bring it down into the same layer here. Cool. Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and fill in his clothes. I had that looks pretty accurate for his hair, by the way. He has specific, I don't know if I swatched his clothes. I think I did actually. I think this is for his little cape, not cape, whatever, his suit. I was mentioning a different studio. Well, Kyoto Animation Studios made Clannad and Clannad After Story, and I believe one other one. I can't remember what it's called right now. Has anybody, by the way, watched Angel Beats or Clannad? They're more niche anime, but I do know that they were popular at the time that they came out. There's another one that Kyoto Animation made that was very, very similar animation style to, well, it's the same studio, so obviously, but very, very similar to Clannad, and I cannot remember the name of it, but I know I watched it. I think it was about this, I can't remember the details of the story, but I just remember there was this little girl, and she befriends a guy, I think, an older guy, a little bit older than her. I think they're still like both teens, but she always had this like taiyaki. I don't know. I just remember her character was revolved around taiyaki. I don't probably nobody knows what it is. Angel Beats was super good. Kind of wish I could rewatch it. Yes. Oh my gosh, I rewatched Angel Beats again a while back. I think a little bit less than a year ago. I'm trying to figure out my line art, by the way. The lines are I'm getting confused with the different lines. I think there's blue in here. Oh, you can't even see it. Another one that I really like, not the same studio by the way, but it gives me same vibes of Clannad and those kind of stories, and Angel Beats too, is Your Lie in April. I forgot the name for a second. Sorry, sometimes I'm trying to figure out a way to keep my copyright free music playing without, sometimes it bothers me that there's this little, whatever you call that. Super sorry to change topic, but what made you start drawing? No, that's great. Please, always ask me questions that change topics. No worries. I always, sometimes I find myself ranting about one topic in particular for too long, so keep me in check, you know? What is this line? What is this line? I don't know what this line is. What made me start drawing? That is a great question. I don't know. I really don't know, actually. I just, the best answer that I can think of off the top of my head right now is that I used to listen to a lot of bands while growing up, and I always saw on social media, like on Instagram, they would always have like they would always post like fan art, which I always like thought was super cool. And I was like, man, I want to be able to draw so that maybe they can see my drawings and they could repost it on their socials, and maybe like people could find it that way. And I just thought like it'd be a cool way to make friends, like online friends with people, if I learned how to draw and if I could connect to people like that. And that's what I started to do. And that's how I connected with people. And this band was a very, very small band at the time. They were not popular at all. They were still, I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, let me change the color of the background a little bit, because the color is so similar in hue. I can't really see where I'm putting my color in. There we go, a little bit darker. Yeah, so I wanted to connect to the artists like that, and they were still a very small band. They weren't well known yet, and they always loved posting fan art and like art that their fans made, and they would repost it on Twitter and whatnot. And I was like, I want to get noticed. Whoops, missed a bit of the stream just now because your phone died. No worries. I'm glad you're back. Thanks for coming back. What is my favorite video that I've ever produced? That is a great question. Don't know if it could be the best video, but I can tell you what my favorite art pieces are that I have made. And first ones that came to mind when you asked that question was actually traditional pieces in particular, because I have been doing a lot of traditional art pieces for the past couple of years, and that's what I always think about. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my lines are because I'm getting confused. Okay, here we go. And it always goes back to the Demon Slayer ones that I did. I'm so sorry, I do not know what this line is. I don't know what this line is. Oh, okay, that's his. Got it. I was like, what? Then what is this line? I don't know. We'll just fill it in with this color for now. Oh no, I know now. This is part of her like little cardigan thing. I was like tripping out. I was like, I don't know what this is. Zenitsu Demon Slayer kanji pieces that I've done. All of my Zenitsu kanji ones. That's similar to what inspired me to begin drawing, but I have a fear of sharing my art, which is weird because I really want to share it. You should definitely share your art. I honestly think if you just want to share your art with the world, that is enough motivation for you to do it, and that's all the reason for you to share it. And don't be scared to like just start your Instagram account or whatever art platform you want to share it on. Just make an account and start posting. It doesn't have to look super, you know, top quality or at the highest of your own expectations. Like the important thing is just to start drawing and start posting it. What was the hardest part of this piece? This plushie right here. And he's still giving me a hard time. I'm like trying to figure out where his colors go. And now that I think about it, I think I'm honestly just going to have the rest of his clothes here because I cannot figure out what layers are which. As you can tell, I've been struggling. So, and I just realized I need to put in that's not the right color, by the way. I still need to render something. So this, I need to put in the bottom of his little hemline here. I think this is called the hemline. I don't know. Of his fabric down here. Yeah, there we go. I just realized. I was like, if this is underneath, then technically this has to be visible. Oh, that's the wrong layer. No worries. We'll add it on its own layer so I can duplicate it later. This plushie, man, there's so much detail. So much detail in his outfit that I did not think about before, you know, before I even started drawing. So sharing with friends and family at first helps build the confidence and courage to get your art out more. At least that's, yes, 100%. I forgot to mention that too. For me, it's always been, it has always been about, like, what am I trying to say? Okay, yeah. Being inspired and being encouraged by family members, that's what really helped me a lot. Because, like, I would do a lot of drawings on my own, of people that I liked, like, obviously, like, bands, like I mentioned, and also, like, creators that I really liked. It just not just, like, music that I listened to, but, like, YouTubers that I watched, honestly. Like, I would make fan art of YouTubers. It would always be fan art. That's what I always enjoyed doing, because I used to consume a lot of, like obviously music and stuff, and I really liked expressing my love for those things by creating fan art of it, especially like anime, like whatever it was. Or if I watched like a Disney movie, I would create fan art. And that's how my parents started noticing that I liked doing that, and that I really enjoyed making art. And that's when they were like, oh, you're like really good at it, you should try to keep doing it. But what also helps is, I mean, no, I guess an important factor to consider with that is also depending on whether or not your family is supportive of you doing that. And it can be really hard if you don't have a supportive family, like, especially if you want to pursue it as a serious like career. Some, I know, like a lot of parents are not supportive of it, and I can understand why, because it's very hard to make a good and stable career out of it. Like, it's a lot of the time artists don't make money, and that's just a reality of it. You have considered this. You actually participated in the DDLCX. Ooh, it was an art contest? Okay. Oh, nice. And you spent exactly 2 weeks on the art. Submit it, then the event was oh no. See, that's the only thing. But, like, don't let that discourage you. You should definitely keep trying. Just because something gets canceled doesn't mean you can't do it. There's always new events and new things that you can participate in. Or honestly, like, I don't know. My thing is always go back to, like, fan art. Like, fan art is a great way to start and a great way to share your art. It's a great way to start and find friends and build a community of people that will support you in what you're doing as well. Even if you, like I said earlier, even if maybe your family members aren't as supportive of it, which of course it'd be amazing if they do, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. And a great way to start sharing is by making like fan art. You like art, but it's become more of a hobby than a potential future job. Yeah, that can be difficult. What kind of art are you trying to make? Or what kind of job career are you trying to pursue? And what's the reasoning for that? And, like, is there maybe something going on in your personal life? Or is it also the situation maybe that, like, your family is not supportive of it? Or... because there's many different factors that could go into it, That's the only reason why I ask, just to kind of understand your situation a little bit better. Of course, you don't have to elaborate if it's not something you're comfortable with. I just always wonder. And I can understand too, because I also That's a huge factor that kind of made me get discouraged. The only real reason why I pursued art in the beginning anyway is because I thought I was going to be making big money. I thought I was going to be making big money by going into animation, because I thought a lot of, like, honestly, I thought people were making money with animation. Like, I thought that was the way to go if you're going to be an artist. Like, because I don't know, I just heard that, or maybe it was just my misconception or whatever, my assumption that like animators were making big money. But and who knows, maybe some of them are, but I could never. Let's see, it looks like we're gonna go in with the same color here for that, which we'll put in the same layer as this one. You usually do a lot of traditional art and you love drawing nature and background as you are wanting, wait, hold on, as you're trying to get into more anime and cartoon styles. Okay, nice. Nature and backgrounds have always been really difficult for me. Currently in high school and wanting to pursue psychology and therapy. Ooh, that's good. I get it. So it's more so just like a personal preference for you of like, yeah, specifically it's just a hobby for you. That's good. It's always good to have like something you're really passionate about. That's kind of what I wish I would have done. I wish I would have had like another hobby that, or not hobby, but like something that I really enjoyed, also kind of as a backup plan in case art didn't work out. But I never ended up doing that, so. You missed a bit of the live. I'm sorry, I'm back now. My mom came in my room. No worries. One of my family members actually just came in because my dog has been sleeping in her bed over here in the corner, and she hasn't gone on her walk, so she came in to wake her up to take her on a walk. Yeah, but it would be good. It is always like a good idea to have like different things you're passionate about, and figure out what works out for you and what you personally like. I don't know why I never thought of doing that. But yeah, it would be very, very smart. Like, I wish I had another thing that I had learned maybe in college that I was passionate about as a plan B in case this didn't work out. And it's kind of it's hard now because like, you know, I kind of feel like I have to. Like, I obviously enjoy making art, but I kind of also at the same time sometimes feel like I'm stuck in here. You know, I'm stuck doing art because there's nothing else I feel like I'm good at. But it can also be sometimes it can feel very not rewarding because like how long the process actually takes in the art making process. Like it takes up so much of my day, and a lot of the time I feel like I'm just not good at what I do, and then it can be really discouraging sometimes. His pants are also like white. They're literally all like the same colored tones is what I'm learning. Okay, I guess there's not much more that I need to fill in on his clothes. I think he does have, no, hold on, sorry, that's the wrong color. A little brooch, whatever you call this thing here. You can't really see it though. And then his cape is like an off color. Like, ooh, yeah, it's this color. More or less. Art can take a long time for you to complete, so trying to focus on your studies and do your art hobby when you can. Yes, exactly. That's the exact point that I was trying to make as well. Like, it can feel very unrealistic to make a career out of it, especially with how time consuming it is, especially not for everybody. Like when I was taking art classes in college and high school and all that, like I would see how quickly some of the students would create and like begin their work and finish their work, and it would give me literally like the worst anxiety. it would give me the worst anxiety because I would see all of my peers finishing their art pieces and their assignments like so quick, and I was like, oh my gosh, it would give me so much anxiety. And even like now, it's affecting me now because I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to finish this piece on time. Like there would be nights, I remember for some of my high school art projects where I would literally take like, and this would be rare, not all students would take home their art pieces and work on it at home, you know, like so a lot of students would be able to just get away with working on it during school hours with that 1 hour of that class time, and they would be able to finish it sometimes even earlier than most students of what, because usually we would get like what, 2 weeks to start and complete a project. I would literally have to take it home and work on it at home, and like I would stay up late too, like I would stay up until like 2 in the morning, and then I would go to sleep and then wake up the next morning, go to school, still take the art piece with me and work on it during the class time. So I was like, how am I going to make this a career? There's no way. It's just, you know, and even thinking now, like this piece is taking me way longer than I think the average artist would take to do it. But alas, we're still here. You've been doing art for around 4 to 5 years, but you've been focusing on other things right now. Nice. That's good. How would I describe my art style? In 3 words, time consuming, very detailed, and also, clean. I guess you could say clean. Clean is one way to put it. I'm gonna start putting in her, I don't know why it took me so long just to do this plushy flat colors. Can you believe? So her colors, let's see. I have her character design here. Reference. So we're gonna go in with white, obviously. It's a lot of similar color schemes going on. I might have to take off his plushie here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to obviously put in all of his layers into one. Himmel flat colors. And we're gonna turn it off. And I want to also turn him off. And I want to bring back her line art, if I can find it. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go in underneath, obviously. I don't think anything was on this layer, whatever, we'll just, and I'm gonna start filling in her colors. If I may ask, you mentioned college. What did I go to college for? Something art related? Yes, I did, Starlight. Bugru, hi, welcome into the stream, thanks for joining. We're doing some real art talk here, life talk. Yes, I went to college, and I specifically went into school. Sorry, that looks bizarre. I think I'm just gonna fill in. I got a degree in studio arts. I purposely I wanted to go to art school, but I did not have the funds for it. So I just went to another college that's pretty close to me that had what I heard was they had a good art program, which they did. But that's not the right color. Like I wanted to go to an art school, but like to get like art schools are so expensive. So I didn't end up doing it. And like, you know, I don't have a lot of money, so I was like, I'm just gonna go to one that's close to where I live, get an art degree, and see how it goes. And I didn't give it any much more thought than that. And I'm very lucky that I was able to get a degree in studio art. But sometimes I really do wonder, like, if you want me to be so honest, like, I really do wonder if it was the right decision. But I'm trying my best to make it work in however way I can. So, but yeah, just studio art, not majoring in anything specific. I was gonna do animation, but I ultimately decided against that after I learned that it wasn't for me. You got a good question. If you could redraw one piece from 3 years ago, Which one would it be? Redraw any piece from from years ago. I'm trying to think. That's a great question. I'm trying to think what piece that I didn't really like how it turned out. It would probably be one of my pieces from like high school or college. You know what it would be? I would want to remake the piece that I did of me and my partner. I like how it turned out, but I was, and at that time I was doing a lot of self-portraits, and that was like pretty much my specialty, right? I did a lot of self-portraits. But I would go back in and try to remake that one and make it look better, because I feel like I could, not that I didn't try my best at the time to make that piece look good, but I just feel like I could do better with the proportions to make it look more like it was us, if you know what I mean. I don't know why, but like a lot of the pieces that I look back on and I'm like, that looks horrible, are my self-portrait, not self-portraits, portraits of people and family members. I used to draw a lot of portraits of my family members and my loved ones, and I would often gift them as gifts, right? And but it's really, really hard to get proportions correct, especially when it comes to like human anatomy and whatnot. And sometimes I look back on those drawings and I'm like, wow, that doesn't really look like the person I was trying to draw. So I would definitely go back and redo one of my one of the portraits that I did of my family members, because like they were probably like, you know what, like, you know, she's a kid, so obviously it's not gonna look as perfect or as accurate. But man, now that I think back about it, it's kind of embarrassing that I made portraits of them and they don't even look like them. Like some of the proportions are off on their face and whatnot. But you know, they're not going to tell me that, because why would they hurt the feelings of a little kid that, you know, made the effort to draw them, right? I think we all have that hint of what if in our minds, no matter which choice you make. From what I can see, you're clearly very talented. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I appreciate it. That really does mean a lot. And thank you. I'm so glad you're here and enjoying the stream and watching me make art. Like that's ultimately that's what the whole reason why I even made a YouTube channel in the first place. So thank you, and I appreciate you being here and even just taking the time to watch. It's truly an honor for me, and this is now my new dream. My new dream is just to share my art with the world and make sure it's out there, even if things didn't like go as originally as I had planned them, you know. Portraits are impressive. You had to do some for your art classes and it was hard. Yes. And that's the thing, like I used to hate doing it. I used to hate doing especially, you know, the common project or assignment of having to do a self-portrait. It seems like every single art class that I have taken, they always require a self-portrait, and I'm like, can we do something a little bit more original? Like I don't know how many self-portraits I have of myself, and it's embarrassing, because when I want to show like when my mom wants to show my old art projects from school and whatnot, because I have it stored in like a portfolio in my house, in my parents' house, and they always, every once in a while, they want to bring it out and they're like, show them your art pieces, like any friends that come over. And I'm like, man, I don't want to, because then they're gonna think I'm like, that I have this big ego and that I'm conceited, because majority of the pieces that are in my school portfolios are a bunch of self-portraits. And I'm like, I don't want to make art of myself. I'm just making it because that's what's required of the class. And now these people are gonna think I'm conceited. You once found your art piece of Deku when you were like 8 years old, and I said, why his hair look like broccoli? To be honest though, his hair does look like broccoli. You know? Wait, that's a duplicate. Okay, yeah, I thought this line was still in there. Yeah, it's insane though. Like, it's so embarrassing. And that's why whenever my mom wants to bring out like my art, and I'm like, no, can we not? or if they ever do, I'm like, let me hide all of those self-portraits that I have made in the past and then just show them the other ones, you know? One self-portrait, you hated it so much and your face looks not right. See, exactly. Same thing with me. Same thing. Like, I struggle too. Like, even making a self-portrait, I'm like, my proportions look off, man. Like, come on. And it also doesn't help that I have, like, I think one of the biggest pieces in my portfolio is actually, like, the teacher that I took the class with for that specific self-portrait project. They were like, we're gonna make it as big as possible. We're gonna make it on a huge piece of paper and everybody's gonna see it and they're gonna like it. Obviously they didn't say that, I'm just being dramatic. But yeah, so one of the biggest pieces in my school portfolio is a massive self-portrait. I think this tone is kind of off for the gold colors on her sleeves, but we'll fix it later. It was a big paper we had to do it on. Exactly. Oh my god, I see Studio Ghibli plushies. Yes, Sam. Here on this channel, we are avid supporters of Studio Ghibli and Japanese culture. Studio Ghibli very quickly became one of my favorite animation studios of all time, as I was really getting into anime culture and Japanese culture. So I love Studio Ghibli, and I hope you do too. What's your favorite Studio Ghibli movie? If you have one, please let me know. I love Studio Ghibli. I think for me, my top favorite ones are what was I gonna say? My top favorite ones are Spirited Away. Let me just make sure where I'm at on here. Oh, we're pretty much done, almost done with the flat coloring, so I think we'll be heading off soon. But we'll try to finish right now before it gets to the next hour here for me. But what was I saying? Spirited Away is my favorite. My favorite one, the first one that I ever watched though was My Neighbor Totoro. That one was so, oh, I love it. And I don't know why I'm being so careful here. This is all gold. Yeah, I don't like the hue for the gold here, but we'll change it later. We're just trying to get the color in. And we're making sure I'm on a separate layer here. Okay, great. You personally love Howl's Moving Castle. Oh my god, that's one of my favorites too. I want to buy that movie. I have like an Apple. I still have a balance on the Apple gift card that I received for Christmas. And I'm trying to figure out, I was like, what other movie can I buy? Because I actually bought, like, I really love Harry Potter, and I grew up watching the Harry Potter movies, and I'm constantly wanting to rewatch them. So, what I did was, like, I had asked my parents, I asked my mom, I was like, can you get me an Apple gift card so I can just buy all the Harry Potter movies on the Apple TV app, and so I can just watch it anytime that I want? And she was like, okay, sure. So she bought it for me, but I still have a balance on there, and I'm trying to figure out what other movie can I buy. And I was thinking of buying Howl's Moving Castle so I can just rewatch it whenever I want. Because that has also become one of my favorite Ghibli movies. You made a self-portrait, but anime style. You were cooking, but in the final, you were cooking. I was like, for a second, I thought you were like literally cooking in the self-portrait. But no, you mean like it was going good. Okay, so you were cooking, but in the final, it was trash. Like the one eye was bigger than the other and ended up... You threw it in the trash bin? You threw it in the trash bin? Why would you do that? You know, sometimes I want to do that. And honestly, I don't blame you. I think I've done it before too. But oh my gosh. I bet you spent like so many hours on that piece. Don't throw it in the trash bin. Go take it out. No, I'm kidding. Go find it. Let's go to the garbage, the junkyard and go get it. We have to retrieve it. It's a masterpiece. It didn't look good. I'm sure it did. But then you tried it in digital and it was... Oh, okay. And it was good. Okay. Well, at least you have a digital footprint of the piece. That's good. I'm glad. Let's see. This one also. This needs to be gold. I'm sure it looked amazing. What do you mean? No, but yes, Howl's Moving Castle. I wanted to get that. That's one of my favorite movies. And I'm also like, I just love Howl's Moving Castle because obviously Howl is beautiful. I want to draw him too. I actually want to do a lot of like, I want to draw Ghibli characters, but it's just like, it's not as popular on social media to see that kind of artwork. So I'm kind of limited to what I can draw. Like if I want my post to somewhat go up and not flop, like I have to kind of be limited in what anime characters that I draw. But man, I have always wanted to draw Ghibli characters, but I've never been able to because it's just, you know, not. I mean, some Ghibli fan art goes viral, but for the most part, I don't really see most of Ghibli fan art going viral. I usually only see like specifically anime stuff. On the rare occasion, yes, so I'll see some Studio Ghibli fan art go viral, but for the most part, I rarely see it. The drawing is coming alive. Thank you, Maya. I'm glad you think so. It's very still early stages of flat coloring, but I mean we're almost done. And then we will be online again tonight to do the shading and the highlights and all that. And then maybe then it'll really come back to it'll come to life. Maybe then it will actually come to life, you know? Frieren and Himmel and Himmel come to life. You have drawing suit sprites when you're bored in class. Oh my god, I wish I could do that. I wish I should. I want to come up with like a cute little doodle that I can do over and over again. Sometimes when I like the only thing I can do that I think like looks good is like an eye, a realistic eye, like a mini realistic eye. I tend to draw those a lot when I'm bored doing something, or if I'm like stuck somewhere and I have a piece of paper with me, I'll do that. Wait, I just grabbed the same color. I think this is for her tights. Do I accept drawing requests? I will be Starlight. Not on this stream, but I'm hoping when I finish this piece, we're gonna start doing some dedicated live streams where I take requests to draw specific anime characters. It'll be managed a specific way though. We're gonna do it like poll style. So it'll usually, we might do it in the mornings, like around this time, earlier in the day, but when I'm live again in a couple hours, like about like 6 hours from now, I go live again in the evenings. So I take a break during the day. So I'm gonna take a break after I'm done doing the flat coloring right now for this piece in just a bit, like in about 15-20 minutes. In the evenings, maybe we'll be able to do it tonight. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tune in, but no promises, by the way. I'm just saying in case I manage to finish the piece. We're gonna start taking some drawing requests. We're gonna run a poll. My moderator Yudu is gonna help. He's in Japan, by the way, so it makes more sense for me to do it in the evenings anyway. So he's the moderator. He lives in Japan, and he can usually tune into the stream around that time. And he'll run a poll, and then we'll see which anime characters voted the most, and then I will draw it in my anime style. We won't be doing full body though. We'll probably be doing from waist up like this. And we'll see how quickly I can knock them out, and we'll try to get as many requests in as we can. So that's going to be on the plans for the live streams from now on, since we're trying to do daily streaming. You love drawing the squiggles and the iris of the eyes. Oh, I love drawing eyes. My favorite part of any drawing is the face. Well, no, the eyes for sure, because that's like the part that stands out the most in any kind of drawing. So what else am I missing? I need to do her skin tone actually in here. So yeah, we're gonna start taking drawing requests, and we'll see how it goes. If it gets a good reaction, we'll keep doing it. Just realized, so her hair needs to be on top, but I need to erase. I just realized her ear is kind of completely covered by the coloring of her hair. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We'll see how it goes, and if you guys like it, we'll keep doing it. And by the way, we're gonna probably be creating a Discord server for you guys. And maybe we could send, if you want me to draw, maybe we'll start doing OCs We'll see. Maybe I can start drawing your original characters. If you have any, you can send me references and I'll try to draw it in my anime chibi style. We'll see how it goes. That makes sense. You drew Miku in your history class and it looked fire, but your classmates stole it and put it on her wall. Okay, at least that means that your drawing is good enough. Okay, because if your drawing was not good enough, they would not go completely out of their way to steal it, okay, and hang it on their own wall to display. Progress on your drawing right now, and you've been working on the bangs for too long. Hey, Kairos, if you know anything, just look at my streams. How long has it been taking me to work on this drawing? So I don't blame you. Do not blame me one bit. Not one bit. I'm sure you'll get the bangs done, right? I mean, because we're both perfectionists, so you'll be able to get it done. I know it. I can feel it. We're going in with her earrings now. Just a basic red flat color. I love her earrings, by the way. Her jewelry is just so beautiful. Honestly, her character design is just amazing. I really do appreciate it. These earrings, I want these earrings. Kind of remind me of like Howl's earrings in Howl's Moving Castle. Don't know why, but I don't even know if they're, because I'm trying to remember what they look like, but I think they're like dangly earrings like this, actually. Yeah, exactly, Starlight. Exactly. You're gonna put your OC and you want to see how it looks in my art style. Me too. Yeah. So I'm getting a lot of requests for OC characters. So we'll probably have to make a Discord server for sure to see how things go. Let's see here. So we got him in here, Himet, and I'm gonna take off her layer in here. Where did his hair go? First of all, where's her? Oh, here we go. I was like, where are any of his lines? So here we go. All right, so she's gonna be holding his plushie, obviously. All right. I think, are we pretty much done with the flat colors? I think we are. Wow, woo woo, we finished. What I want to do. No, I guess we're done. I guess we're done. All right. So really quickly, while I still have you, don't go anywhere for just 1 second. So this is the progress we're making. Let's just show a little bit of in detail. So here we have Miss Frieren, and she's of course holding her little plushie of Himmel. And this is what I've been adding to their hair. I've been adding like a cute little hair twirl, which I think is pretty cute. A little cute little extra thing, you know. And I think he looks pretty cool. It kind of sucks that I had to erase a lot of his work, of his line art, but it's okay. I know it exists down there. And her little skirt and her shoes and her little tights. I think it's looking pretty good so far. And by the way, this will be available for you to download as an anime profile picture icon that you can use on your socials, by the way. Completely free, no extra charge, nothing. We're gonna be doing it with a couple backgrounds, by the way. We're gonna have her in a circle. She's gonna be kind of cut off at the waist though, just FYI. But you will be available, it will be available for you to download. We're gonna have a circle shape. We're also gonna have it available in a star. Don't worry, it's not fitted, but it will be. And I'll show you an example right now with the Gojo and Geto and Choso. And this one's gonna be a heart shaped. You can't really tell now, but she'll be in there. So that's what we're gonna be working on. Also, probably off stream, because I don't think that's really interesting to watch on stream. All right, and then so let me just go in ahead in here and show you. We have this example. This is just an example. Eventually, Frieren is gonna look something like this. So use your imagination, okay? So that's the heart icon. By the way, these are already, this one, along with the one of Choso that I made. You like the star shape? Yes, let me actually show you the star for this one. So again, if you want to download this as your profile picture, So cute. Thank you. If you want to download this as your profile picture, it is available to download for free and high resolution, high quality. You can use it as your profile picture on any social media platform, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, whatever you want. Hello, hello. And if you go to the link in the description right now of the live, it is the Ko-Fi page. You can jump over there and you can download it for free. And you can save it for as your profile picture. So, and Frieren is also going to be available. Frieren and Himmel are going to be available for you as well. Let me just show you. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining the stream. And then we also have 2 circle shapes as well. So all of these designs are actually available to download for free, by the way. There's 4 designs of Gojo and Geto that you can download. You can download all of them or just one of them if you want. And then this one is one of my personal favorites. I really like the colors. Kind of matches his eyes. And then we also have this, and then we have this one, which is just like a diamond checkered circle border. So you can download these. You can download them for free on the Ko-Fi page down in the link in the description. So those are available for you to download. Gojo and Geto. I personally really like the heart one. And this one's so cute. The heart one and the star. I think so far the star has been the most popular one. So that one's available for you to download. And then we also have some of Choso. So these are all free. Choso has 5 versions, by the way. These are 4. So we have 2 circles and we have a star and a heart. So the star and the heart are so cute. Thank you. Yes, so again, Choso and Yuji is also available to download. There's 5 versions of him, by the way. Let me just show you in a little bit higher quality resolution. So this is the heart shape for Choso. And again, you'll see the same reoccurring theme for all of these icons. They're all going to have a plushie of a character that they have a very close relationship with. So obviously Choso and Yuji are pretty like this. So yeah, so he's holding Yuji. And again, this is available to download for you in the link below in the description. You gotta tell my friend about this. She loves Choso. Yes, please send her the link. It's free. And she can download all of the icons. So thank you so much for tuning into the stream, you guys. I think I'm gonna sign off for right now, and then we'll be back on in a couple hours to finish the coloring for Frieren. And then once I'm done doing the little background, she's gonna have 4 versions as well that will be uploaded onto the Ko-Fi once I'm done. And you can download it there. So we're gonna go back in. I want to show I actually think I have the heart shape in here. This is the heart background. It might not be in here actually. The star was the one I wanted to show. Oh, you're seeing a lot of underlying layers. Well, anyways, we'll go back into this one. The star one is my favorite too. The star and the heart one are my favorite of these. So, isn't that cute? I like it. One of my favorites. But yes, so that's going to be available for you guys to download in this version of Frieren very soon. So please tune into the live. And then one more thing. Sorry, I know I'm keeping you guys in here longer than you have to be. I'm sorry, but one last thing. We have this was a test run of when I'm going to be taking requests. Don't mind her. She needs clothes. Okay. But this is going to be the test run soon. So of when I start taking requests. So it's going to look somewhat like this. I might clean it up a little bit during the lives, like the actual lives. This was just an example. So when I do take a request, I'm going to look up a reference photo and we're going to try to make it look as much close to the reference as I can, or make it look like the character at least. And then I'm going to do really cute pastel kind of color shading. And it will also, I'll be posting it on my socials. You'll be able to see whatever you request, whatever anime character you request, drawn live in real time. So, and then I'll probably clean up the drawing and also post it on my socials as well. So you'll be able to see it both live and on my socials somehow. She makes AI shake. You are too kind. Thank you. So that's more or less what the requests are gonna look like on the live when we get to it. So, right. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna sign off now. I'm gonna take a break, try to figure out what kind of backgrounds I'm gonna do for this girl, and we'll see. We'll go from there. So thank you for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate you hanging out for this typically short stream compared to usual. Bye bye. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much, Kairos. Thank you everybody who has been here. Bye bye. And I hope to see you either in tonight's stream or maybe in tomorrow's. Maybe in the morning. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. I appreciate you being here. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you for signing off with me. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.